Hello from Cyprus, this is George. Another live fantasy craps going. If you missed it, it was streamed live from Bird Dog 301. So it was a nice, happy session, let's say. My friend wagered me this, was nice enough to take part. We had a conversation later today, and he said to me, I agree with him, there are some unrealistic aspects of live fantasy craps, like the fact that you can actually rebuy so many times, and I do understand that. At the same time, I didn't want people to feel left out. And on the other hand, there are some people who will buy in for, let's say, 300, but they, good morning, Richard, good morning, Larry, how are you? Hey, Greg, good morning. So basically, yes, we had this conversation wagering this about live fantasy craps, and the fact that the virtual tables were able to exceed table limits. I mean, there was a gentleman who had, I think, 10,000. He ended up having 10,000 on the 10, and I hit that twice, and he had 5,000 on the 4, and I actually managed to hit that. So these are things which are debatable, but at the same time there are limits at the table, and I have to respect that. So maybe the next time I'm going to have some extra money, I'm probably going to invest in making a few more limitations on the virtual tables. So yes, things like that, I never anticipated this to happen. Yesterday was an extraordinary I had an extraordinary throw. I think it was a 57. I had it come out 7, somewhere in the middle, but I managed to get back. It was on a come out, and I managed to be also small. So that was a very good. That was a very good, exceptional session. Today's another day. I found out something about myself while I was actually shooting. I wasn't betting a lot of money on myself. I actually did one hit at I think it was on the 6 or the 8. Got paid 350. Then regressed down and regressed down. And everybody has I don't know why, because I was throwing so badly this last few weeks, but everybody had so much faith in me that they put out quite a bit of money. And one gentleman ended up at $120,000 profit. Another one ended up at 90,000 profits. There were some people in the 60s, and they actually gave me money at the end of this session. I think I ended up with 46,000. This is unrealistic. I don't expect this to recur. It's not something that recurs, but I found that as I settled down into more reasonable bets, the pressure was off. I didn't mind shooting. I felt comfortable with a new. I'm just saying that I've changed a couple of things with my mechanics. A renewed confidence, basically, from having spoken to my tutor. I said, all right, and here we go. Back at it again, like the first row. I said, hard 6. Sorry, I did not employ the other camera today. I hope you can. No, you can't. I have to bring it here. Greg, we're doing a road show for live fantasy craps. We hold it every Sunday, and it's usually on my channel, but I thought we must share, you know, the viewership with other channels of our friends in Cross Chat. So we hosted the host was Birdog301. Please check out his channel. Um, he's a very nice guy. Puts out good material, and he's a very good friend of mine. So basically, we will be doing this road show where we ask people whether they want to be the hosts. We do all the work, all the background work, and at the end it shows up on their channel. Tyson. Three, 5, 8. Let me just bring up somewhere here. I don't know if you can see the results today. So that's 350. And this is what I kept doing yesterday. Well, on other shooters I felt more comfortable having a lot more money out there. But when I was shooting, I was the last to shoot, by the way. And my roll, I think, lasted something like 40 minutes or 50 minutes. When I was shooting, I felt if I want to shoot, I don't want to have my mind out there. I want to know that I'm secure in terms of profits, so I can enjoy my shooting. And it actually, you know, calmed me down. But enough about yesterday. You know, yesterday the dice don't remember that today. So let's focus. Four, 2, 6. So that's the point. That's 50. I had a 3, 5, 8, I think, and a 4, 2, 6. Which is this one here. Yeah, he's he's the best. So I'm gonna keep it like so. It's a 4, 6, 2, 6, which is one of the sets that I use in my rhythm rolling. They sound working. 415. Okay, that's actually on axis. I don't know if you guys can see the dice. So that's 35. Take that. Yeah, I started with a 4, 6, a 2, 6, and the die just turned here. 415, so that's an axis hit. 4-1 requires a 4-2-1-2. That's it. Two, 6, 8. This is also an axis. That's 55. 2, 6, 8. It was a 4-2-1-2, which was like here, 4-2-1-2, and we ended up with a 2, 6, 8, which is this one and this one. So 2, 6, 8 is a 2, 4, 6, 4. I don't know if you guys have dice there. If you want to understand how I choose the sets, if you have a set of dice, you will see that inside I will find the 6 and the 2. Every time whatever is on top, I find it inside the set as well. So what I'm doing is basically using sister sets for my mechanics. That's it. Four, 2, 6. That was off axis 6. The reading part of the dice is a bit more difficult, but I'm bringing this down. If you can see that. 4, 6, 4, 2, 4. Dice out. 1, 2, 3, 6. Sorry, 2, 1, 3, 6, 4. 4 is off axis. Two, 3, 1, 3. So 3, 1, 4. 3, 1, 3. So that's secondary hit. And now I go to 3, 5, 1, 5. Dice out. That's a 4, 5, 9. 3, 5, 1, 5. So it goes on axis. Pace. 5. That's a 4, 1, 5, 1. There's that. It's a 5, 3, 8. 4, 1, 5, 1. That's off axis. So the 5, 1, 3, 1, that's the set. That's out. That's a 2, 1, 3. 5, 1, 3. So 2, 1 is on axis. This time 2, 3, 1, 3. Dice out. That's a 6, 1, 7. Not too bad, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. was comfortable, things like that's what I like to do, just remain comfortable when I throw. I think the problem with that throw was that I hide it a bit, but just 1 second, guys. So I was thinking about something else. There should be a break. There should be a break between sessions. You cannot just pick up the dice and just throw again. It's insane that doesn't happen at the casino unless you walk in at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And even so, you do want to take a break. You do want to reassess what did you throw wrong. What was the mistake you made? What was your last set? And things like that. In my case, I think I said I threw them too hard and I lost the flow. So when I pick up the dice the next time, what I should be doing is saying, okay, the dice don't remember, don't feel embarrassed that you said it out, whatever, just take it as a first roll of the first day that you pick up the dice. And now I'm taking too long and I do apologize, but I'm trying to learn more than anything else. So please bear with me. When I spoke to my tutor, he told me something which didn't make sense. It didn't make sense at all. I said to him, I have a problem with the implosion of my right die. I have a problem when it turns to the 5. He says to me, what do you think is the problem? I said to him, it's the interaction that I'm getting with the side walls here. And he said to me, more is less. And I was thinking, okay, Mr. Miyagi, what does more is less is more? Sorry, less is more. That was the, This used to be a saying that was used by designers in the 90s and 2000s. Like, if you have something simple, it shows more elegance. But in terms of dice throwing and dice controlling, you feel becoming more experienced in dice. All it means is that you actually need to deconstruct something, simplify it, take away the interactions. And how did he tell me to do that? He told me throw the dice so that they never reach the back wall. You want to establish that your dice, before they have an interaction with pyramids, sidewalls, whatever, they are staying on axis. And that was an exercise I took on. Now I coupled that with another thing that I did. I did this slow motion video and I picked out so many mistakes I was making. The first and most basic mistake. And people were warning me about it. I think Cashier's Cage was warning me about it. He says to me, your dice are ending here. Your dice are ending here. And I couldn't understand how, because I was trying to throw here. Well, here's the mistake of that. If I start from here, the first thing that people teach you to do is throw dice parallel to where you're going to get them landed. And I was trying to avoid this area here by throwing something here. What I was doing really was slanting the angle of landing. And I was actually making the dice go there and having that interaction. That was the first thing. The second thing I noticed in the slow motion was this thing. I was doing something with my arm on release and it wasn't really straight. You have to be straight so that your follow through straight in your landing zone keeps the dice on axis. So I was doing very basic mistakes, and I was doing all these things to correct the results, as opposed to correcting the throw to get the result. So I guess that's important to have in mind. Well, for me, I don't know whether you guys are interested in me blabbering on, but I'm still learning, and I thought I would pass it on. That's it. The 257 on the come out. Bound to happen. 257. It's the dreaded 5, but this time I saw that I just traveled, to the right, to the left side, so it was just a bad throw. Good thing was that it was on the sides was a hard 6. Okay. Did I get paid? Let's try and fix it. Let's do a 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 5, which is on axis. Okay, that's nice. Just 2 bets. Technically it's 3 bets, but the pass line is just $10. We're only interested in not 7ing out. Still 1, 2, 3s. Nope. Felt my middle finger not being 50-50 on the dice. If you feel like that, just put the dice down. 1, 2, 3. That's a 5-1-6, which is primary. And that's what I wanted to see all this time, and I wasn't getting it. 350. And I want to feel comfortable, so I'm going to do my 110 inside. I don't need too many hits. I just need one good hit. I know I can go on a run, let's say 10, 12. You have bad luck with the 3V. It is a difficult set, Richard, and I do understand what you're saying, but you have to actually look at your mechanics. What your mechanics may be telling you is that you have one die which is going off axis, but one die going off axis is actually an advantage for you if you want to use, the hardware set. So if you double pitch a lot and you don't explode your dies or implode both of them together, if you do not do those things and you have just one die going off axis, you're best off investing, practice. Please do tell me. I would like to know. If I can help in any way, by all means, let me know now. Let's focus. 1, 2, 3. 1, 5, 6. That's both dice imploding. So I had a 5-1, which was so I collect. Constant 4-3. That should be easy. That is the easiest thing to do. All right, there are 4 results which are important for you, Richard. 4. What set exactly are you using? Are you using the 3-2-3-6 or the 3-6-3-2? What exactly are you using, if I may ask? Three, 2, 3, 6. Okay, brilliant. So we know that off by hand, off by heart, I would say. So this is what you do. You're getting a 3-2-3-6, and you're getting a double pitch to the 4-3, or a double pitch to the 3-4. Am I right? So you should actually stay on the set and try and fix the problem. And this is the problem you have. Your middle finger is not aligned properly, and you are creating rotational differences between the 2 dice. Fix the problem, because if you fix this problem, you're best off on the 3V set or a 2V set or a cross 6s. Everything that you do from there on, it just becomes easier. Now, if you were to go on, let's say, a hardware set, you would get this double pitch all over the place, whereas with this set, this is a 4-3, but here you have a 5-6, which is a yo, and a 2-1, which is, numbers that don't get you out of the game. The same, I would say, is with a 2-3-2-1. Sorry, let me just do this properly. 2-3-2-1. You double pitch this. Obviously, you have a 5 or 2-5 or 5-2. But watch what happens with the other numbers. These are inside. It's 4-1 and 3-6. So the point I'm trying to make is fix the problem. If you fix that problem, which is one of the easiest to fix, I would say, then you have more chance of becoming better. But I must say something. I practice a lot to fix the problems, to understand the problems. I actually, you see me when I throw dice, I look stupid. I don't have flair or whatever. I do the same mechanics every time, pick up the dice from the same point. I am careful to watch my middle finger, whether it's 50-50 between the 2 dice. I place my hands in the same position so that I have consistency in my results. Please try and do that at least. Go through the motions. I know it's boring and I know it doesn't look good, but at the end of the day, we all want to be more consistent, At the very least, I started this so as not to make a fool of myself at the table, not for the long throws. That's it. Six, 2, 8, that's an explosion of both dice. Now, if you were on something like a V set or hardware set, that would be a 7. And that's the other beauty of this. 6-2 is here. I'm collecting at this point. I'm playing very conservatively because I want to get, to a point where I'm just relaxed. I just throw for the sake of throwing. So this is how we started. This is an exploder. If I was on this set, I exploded 5-2. If I was on a hardware set, explosion is a 1-6. So I'm just giving you examples of, the why the 3V set is beneficial to certain certain dice actions, certain behavior of the dice. Dice out. That was a double pitch. Classic double pitch. Three with a 2 with a 1. So if I rotate these two eyes, I get to 3, 6, 3, 2, 3, 6. So yeah, I made the mistakes, but at least I know why, and hopefully I know how to fix it. And here comes the psychology part of this. I still know that I make money, first of all. And the second part is, what I take away from the next throw is I need to be more careful with my middle finger, because that's what causes the 4-3s. Dice out. Or 3. Okay, I'm not being a good cheater, am I? Let me just put down 10. It's not for the collection part, believe me. But it does happen. Alright. I'm just really focused now. Let's go 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Heart 6. So that was on axis primary. Don't try to mimic me. The other thing to understand is this: everybody has a different body type, and obviously, the mechanics are going to be different. But at the end of the day, what we need to do is actually if you're gonna become good, you need to just use your body type, your wingspan, or whatever you want, to your advantage. You have to find out what works for you, what makes you comfortable at the table, and use it. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 was actually the result. 3 crabs. So that was a drift. Almost a perfect drift. That is landed like so. So. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Also faxes anymore. Another person I trust a lot is Matt Slide Mac, and he did tell me, why are you worried? Why are you worried that the dice landed in the way they landed? 2, 4, 6, 7. Just one hit and done. And I said to him, I worry. This one was an implosion, which would have brought us back to the original set. But I worry because the 3V is very specific, and if you want to be really good at it, you need to do 2 things. Don't double pitch to avoid the 4-3, and try to stay on axis. because if you don't do these two things and you have one die coming in, then you have this 257, or if you have the one die coming in, then you have the 167. So you have to be very specific with this set. That's why it's so difficult to master. More than anything, you're creating more sevens if you're not specific with how you throw. Yes, there is an element of 25% chance that on both dice that they will align and give you that 7, but still, we're trying to be very specific, and that's why we practice so much. So it was a follow-through issue. Nice out. Slow it down. 4, 5, 9. Persistence on the 5 on the right die. Off axis again. And these are things I would like to fix, basically. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna stay on the same set because I'm trying to improve. Using one set and knowing it very well means that you can transpose it to other sets. That's all. There's a hard 10. Again the 5. First 10 of the day. So let's use it to a 5, 4, 5, 1. For persistent in what we do, we should have a 3 on the red die. With a 3 on the left die. Okay. Dice out. No. 4, 2, 6. That's on axis secondary. That's the point. That's 50 for 5. Four, 2 is a 4, 6, 2, 6 set. I think we used it before. Same kind of approach, very slow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's a 3, 1, 4. That's on axis. Three, 5, 1, 5. Dice out. For 6, 10. That's on axis primary, actually. And this is where all my friends were making money yesterday. 4, 5, 6, 5. Let's go. Slow. 1, 3, 4. That was on the 4565, so that came from implosions, I would say. Is it? Let me just see. Yes, 4565. Implode to the 134. Still we win. Where's the point? That's $10. 3515. Tyson. That was a push. 5-6. That was actually on axis. $10. $5-3-6-3 is a new set. Nice, huh? Hard 10. That's an explosion of my 5-3-6-3. Yeah, it's an explosion of my right die. So that's off axis. Yeah, 5-6-5-4. That's up. Ah, 1-6-7. It was a 1-6 and 5-6-5-4. So that's that's off axis. So I don't want to bore you more. I don't think I did well in terms of shooting. In terms of bankroll, though, that was a different story. So we had 3 7-outs, 2 come-outs. It's an 11. I'm shooting quite slow today. I apologize for wasting your time. So we have 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 26, 30, 31. Divide that by 3. It's just over 10, 10 and 1/3, 10.33. Divide that by 5. 5 divided by that is 6.2. That's the SOR. As far as inside hits, I think we did better than expected. I'm not sure. I'll check now. 2, 6, 8, 9, 14, 16. So we are over the 50%, which is nice. The 10s and the 4s have been hit more than I would like. Same with the 3 primes, but as you can see, these were on-axis hits, so I cannot say no to those. As far as on-axis hits, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which is just under the 50%. Note that we're expected to hit something like 44.4% on axis. If we can exceed that, we actually have a bit of an advantage. You're welcome, Richard. If we can exceed that, we do have a bit of an advantage over the casino edge in that respect, but not a lot, to be honest with you, not a lot. I'm happy simply because I can roll, let's say, 10 times and have a few inside hits. Like, it's telling me, all these things are telling me that I can shoot about 10 times and have an average of, let's say, 50% success on these numbers. I just need 2 or 1 good hit, and then I can come down and collect another 4, which takes me completely out of the game. I don't have anything on the table. So overall, this is what I would like to. And if I'm lucky to get 6 or 7 or 8, that's a different story. But we try to be realistic. As far as bankroll is concerned, I started with 1,000. I believed in my throw because I know I'm good for a couple of shots. I know I'm good for a 6 and 8. Made 1,100, 200, 320, 1,320, and we did that slowly with 46 minutes after 3 control throws. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you for putting up with me, and thank you for following along. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, everybody else who's here. Larry, thank you guys. This is George from CY, and dice are out.